Sand isn't as good as it looks. Welcome
Welcome
back,
to
y'all.
the SquatchZone.
Welcome back, y'all, to our second episode of the Squatch on episode 22. How are you doing? How you doing today, Sophia?
Yeah,
I heard you played Squatch Valley on your TV.
good one.
Oh
Oh
my
wait,
god.
we have to. I don't think we mentioned this on the last podcast because I didn't have it yet, but I got a new TV.
Yes. Got a big old new TV, an abnormally large TV for your room.
It's a 45-inch.
God damn.
Okay,
That's
so
awesome.
it's a plasma TV from like 2012, so it weighs like 100 pounds.
Oh, those are the best too, because you got all the millions of components on the back. You can play coax out of it.
Dude, no, seriously, there were like 1,000 little things to attach on the back, and I was like, oh
Oh my
god, am I gonna?
god. You have an antenna jack, you have a fucking thumb drive hole, you have a fucking bobby pin holder and shit. You got
Dude,
everything.
I can hook up my laptop to this thing. It's amazing.
Yo, that's amazing.
Dude, I
Yeah,
was
you got
watching Eric.
HMI.
Yeah, I was watching. I can. It has a bunch. I have my Switch and my laptop connected to it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was watching Eric Andre show on it yesterday, and it was
Yo,
so. It was like a transcendent
you
experience.
feel powerful.
Yeah,
Could you see into the future?
with Eric Andre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, that's amazing. Those little moments are always the best. Just wow. Just a big TV. I can see anything.
it
Now,
feels strange too, cause like I'm not. I don't like change. Like even if it's like a good change, like it still takes me a while to like get comfortable with
yeah.
it. So like even though like I'm having fun with the TV, it's still kind of weird because I had to rearrange a bunch of stuff in my
Oh my god.
room
Yeah, it's
and
everything's
and I
out of
had
order.
yeah, and like I had to move my lamp so like the lighting in my room is different now and
Oh
the
no.
TV's huge so it's like this huge new shape in my room
Oh yeah.
like it's taking some getting used to.
Yeah, you wake up oh god, what's that giant black squirrel? Oh, it's just my reflection. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
it's terrifying. And I don't know if your TV has it too, but mine has a little red light that's always on it. It's
Yes, yes, yes.
how? Oh my god. Yeah, it's just glowing.
There's a scratch on it too.
Oh, cool. Dude, mine's burnt out on my left side, so it's slightly orangish. All of our TVs in our house are really burnt out.
Are all of your TVs older than two that are or any of
They're
your
they're
TVs from
around
before 2012?
2000. I think they're all around that time. Yeah. I got an old Vizio TV. You ever hear of Vizio? Yeah, I don't think you have.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah. Steven, I know what Vizio is. I used to have a
I
Vizio.
thought it was an unknown brand.
No, I used to have Vizio brand products.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
I don't remember what exactly I had, but I remember I had Vizio.
You know what? Vizio is a good brand, except for the burn I get on my TV. Oh, another development recently is that I've gotten into modding another console, my PlayStation 2. I am
Oh
able
yeah.
to successfully run a USB stick off just the console with the help of a special memory card that I bought off Amazon. But
So what does this mean?
I can just download the game, I can throw it in the folder, and I can just play it. I can finally
Oh
play
yeah.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but most importantly, Silent Hill.
Have you been playing Silent Hill?
I played a little bit of it, but it got scary. I don't play horror games, so I made it on this giant ass adventure. I eventually made it to the schoolhouse, the middle school, and there was these little ghost children. I don't know how to kill. They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Are you playing
Night.
one right now?
Yeah, one.
Dude, you're gonna shit your pants when you get to two.
Two. Oh.
Honestly, just you can only play the first four. It kind of went downhill
I've
after the
heard.
fourth one.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
it's
there's
not even
like a
Silent
whole
Hill anymore.
there's like a whole saga with it. It's
Why is it
amazing.
even called Silent Hill if you're not even in Silent Hill anymore? Where's the resident and who's the evil? Come on, man.
See, okay, the thing with Resident Evil is that it doesn't really have a set location, so they can play around with it whatever they
Yeah, but
want.
Silent Hill is the town.
Yeah, when you have your whole franchise named after one location, you can't really, get creative with it.
Like, unless you're fucking Scott Cawthorn. Five Nights at Freddy's.
They're always in the pizzeria, though.
That's actually Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is actually set place in Freddy's Fright, not Freddy's Fazbear Entertainment.
And FNAF 4 is set in a house, but it has cutscenes in Freddy Fazbear's pizzeria.
And FNAF 5 is set in William Afton's basement, aka the secret pizza sister location. Oh boy. Oh my god. Before we get into any FNAF just brain rot, I will get back to my Silent Hill nonsense. So I've been playing that game, and it's very spooky. I don't play horror games, so like this is already terrifying enough for me. The scariest thing I've experienced so far is the fact that I got on a call with someone recently, and I left my my game running, and I unfortunately made the horrible mistake of leaving it on the save menu. So when I came back like 30 minutes after on a call with him, I looked over at my screen. I got off the save screen, and it was burned into my screen. It just started sizzled. I was like, "What the fuck are these two giant squares?" And then like in the right line, it was like save file, cafe. And I'm like, "What?"
So is it just burned into your screen forever now?
No, it leaves after a little bit, but it was like I don't like burning. I did that in fucking Tears of the Kingdom on the Purapad.
Okay, I thought I did that yesterday or the day before by accident. I was playing Tears of the Kingdom and I had to leave for an hour because I had to deal with the dogs.
Mhm.
And when I came back, I was like, oh shit, I left my game on, but it didn't burn in or anything.
Maybe you got that like slightly more powerful TV than me.
Well, I have my settings on my Switch so that like after like an hour or so, the screen just turns off, like it goes into
Oh,
sleep mode.
nice. Yeah, I should probably do that. Well, I don't think you can do that on the PlayStation 2, but like
No, I don't think you can.
maybe I can do it on another console though.
Maybe you can do it on your TV.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's like
Yeah,
five
because
settings on it.
TVs have sleep timers.
I should learn that. My TV is powerful, but like maybe it's more powerful than I expected.
Dude, my TV, you can like set it. Okay, so with like all TVs, you can like set a time for it to turn off.
Mhm.
My TV has a time where you can set it to turn on.
Yo,
So like
what?
I can use it as an alarm clock if I wish.
You could have King of the Hill wake you up now. You could have the sweet sound of Boom Hour wake you up. Oh my god, you're living the dream.
There's got to be at least one person who set their alarm clock ringtone to the King of the Hill theme.
I should do that. I'd wake my ass up. I still have PTSD because I had my old ringtone is Sans speaking. So every time I hear Undertale gameplay, I fucking like look around like a madman. I'm like, oh, it's just the game.
Why would you have that
'Cause
as
it was funny. Simply put, I do things as funny.
Sans?
Sans Undertale.
Have you seen that clip of like three different people playing Deltarune, but it's synced up to where they all yell out Sans when they see him?
Oh, like in the shop?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Sans!
My favorite one is the guy who is like pretending to be asleep while the game is playing, but he broke the bit just when he heard the theme song.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Was he still playing the game? Like while
Yeah,
he looked like he was
Yeah,
That's
like
so funny.
I don't know what the bit was, but like he was like asleep, but like he was pretending to be asleep, but he was still playing the game. But he broke the bit when he heard Sans's music start playing.
God, I love those kinds of stupid bits, like the sleepy ones, or the I'm gonna sing. I've got a feeling.
Have you seen Germa's bit with FNAF?
Yes, he let it go and he got awoken by fucking Foxy.
He had to redo it like 24 times because he kept laughing.
I could not fucking live stream. I look over at the camera. I'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Oh, and I get banned.
My hungry ass could not be a live streamer.
Dude, my hungry ass could not be a live stream. I get up and like everyone would see my fucking I'm actually not wearing pants, and like I get up and like they just see my fucking crack. Hey guys, I'm gonna go get some like fucking goldfish flavor blasted cheddar, and I just get up.
Dude, if either one of us became a live streamer, we'd go for like a BRB and say, "Oh yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes," but then we're gone for like an hour.
We don't even have a fucking like be right back like loading screen or whatever.
We just we just
game.
yeah, we just leave it on the game.
We play Minecraft and we just get our ass killed by like a fucking skeleton or something. Oh my god! You know, speaking of Minecraft, have we talked about our that one world we had, the one with the real working blank
Yes. Wait, on the podcast?
on the podcast?
I don't think we have.
Okay, let's talk about this world, and not so much the people, but like the things that were constructed on it. This world was a wild world.
Yeah, you want to explain the context, like how you got the idea for it?
So this world was one of Sophia's very first Minecraft worlds, one of her first survival Minecraft worlds too. And well, she up until that point, most of her like understand the game was just from like what she'd seen on YouTube, I assume, right? And like
Yeah.
little experiences. And one of the things on there was Oni Plays when they made a very iconic device in their little house. It was a real working toilet, as they called it. And when we were getting far enough into our world and like where all the materials and shit were like coming in, we could like splurge a little and shit and like start working on funny shit. We constructed our own real working toilet and sewer system to go with it.
One of my very first Minecraft worlds, and it had a functioning sewer system.
And that thing actually fucking worked too. Because like I installed, I was a plumber on that world. Someone was the mailman, and like someone was just the shitter. And I rigged it up so like there was trapdoors in everyone's houses that like led into a pipe that would just fall into the sewer system that had like a whole water stream just fucking shooting all the loose items and shit you throw. It was basically a glorified trash can, but like it was also a toilet, and all the items would just be funneled down into like one little collective spot. It was cool.
I love how you're explaining like the mechanics of this, but there was one thing in there that was my absolute favorite part.
I'd love for you to tell that part.
So I don't remember if this was during or like slightly before, like when I first got into it.
Yeah.
But Steven decided to put the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the sewer system. He gave them their own house and everything.
I constructed like a little conjunction in like the sewer system that like led past like your guys' houses. And like right between this little conjunction was a little like pedestal basically where like 4 turtles the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were all there. And I think we had like a brown cat named fucking Splinter. Oh my god.
Wait, you had Splinter down there? I don't remember
we did,
that.
I think. It was later on. And we even had Shredder. Well, briefly, it was a bat we named that somehow got who fucking escaped. Oh my god. But yeah, no, that fucking real working sewer system was so damn good.
Dude, if I ever get back into Minecraft, we know what their sewer house looks like now. We should try to recreate it in Minecraft.
Dude, why don't we just make like a sewer home? Like, just skip the fact that like we make like a village on top. Let's just live in the sewers.
We don't even make like any living spaces above ground. We just completely live underground.
Like you're just walking by. I'm like, hey, what is this? Like a sewer lid? Just like in the middle of like a fucking beautiful like mountainy landscape.
Okay, so we do this, and then we invite someone into the world, but we don't tell them like what the context is. We spawn them a little bit far away, and after they wander for a little bit, they just find a singular manhole.
Yeah, and they're like, "Yo, what the heck is this?" And like a slice of pizza outside or some shit. Oh my god, dude! Why don't we just make New York at this point? Oh my god.
There's gotta be someone who made New York.
And
oh no.
Huh.
no, the 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 twin, the
Oh
twin.
no! It's actually the Freedom Tower, actually, but
Someone definitely has recreated 9/11 in Minecraft.
oh yeah, with a fucking sticky piston flying machine.
Oh, absolutely.
That's fucking awesome.
They use like redstone technology.
Oh my god, yeah, and they have fucking bomber planes and shit, and a bunch of villagers on the inside. That's awful.
Oh, they put a bunch of Minecraft villagers in there.
Yeah. Oh man. God, Minecraft is magic. I really want to play that world, but it's also locked behind Nintendo Switch Online,
Oh yeah.
and
Do
that
do
sucks.
do neither of us have Switch? I mean, do neither of us have online right now?
Dude, I can barely even afford lunch. No.
I haven't had on. I think it's been like a year
Dude,
since I
same.
last
I
used
just don't
online.
use online. It's like,
The only the only time I used it was for I used it a lot for Tetris 99,
oh, and
but
Animal Crossing.
yeah, I only used online for the patterns and to play with you guys, but then all of us just got bored with Animal Crossing really, really
We
fast.
had our second you know interest in the game. We had the first impact and the second impact.
Yeah, Mr.
That
President, there was a second impact.
Mr. President, we need Shinji. Oh god. Fucking hell. But yeah, Switch Online, that was the stupidest fucking thing they could have ever added to the damn thing. I played it. I was a Switch enjoyer before online even existed. I'm that
Wait,
ancient.
online didn't come with the system at first?
No, it didn't exist for 2 years.
Really?
Everything was free online. You could play Splatoon for free.
Is that why everyone's so mad about online? Because it was free at first, but
Yes,
then it became a paid thing?
yes, it was completely free. Every game was online. You could do whatever you want. You could play Minecraft, Splatoon. It was amazing. Then they're like, we're bringing online, but don't worry, we're not going to be charging much. It's only $20 for the year, but it was free.
Dude, that fucking sucks. I never knew about that.
I was so fucking mad about that, man.
I oh, when did you say it came in? Like a year or two into the
A
Switch's
year or two in,
lifespan?
yeah. That's the worst part.
Yeah, I got my Switch in like 2021 or 2020, so I've never known a Switch without on paid online.
Yeah. Oh my god. That is bullshit. Why the hell would they?
About that what
Dude,
I
it started
didn't
in September 18th, 2018.
Oh my god. A year after it came out.
Yeah, I got mine in March of 2018. So I played it for a little bit of time with that online. With that free online. That fucking succulent, sweet, free online. You know what? I want to get into another topic, Sophia. I want to talk about consoles, and I want to talk about the bullshittery behind it. I grew up as an Xbox 360 kid. I played the shit out of that. I was very much an online kid, and I'm starting to realize why I didn't really get around to many of the mainstay games and movies and shit people watch because I was playing Call of Duty and GTA Online for my entire childhood.
Call of Duty and GTA Online stunted your growth.
It did. I could have been a sports kid, but really, would I have really wanted to? Probably not.
No.
Fuck that. I played GTA Online. And you know what? And you know what? All the sports kids did too. But anyways, the
Dude, my
one thing
teacher played Call of Duty.
dude, exactly. So you can't bullshit on you can't fucking dog on anyone for playing COD or GTA. Those games were iconic.
Yeah.
It was just a product of its time. And the one thing that really did suck about it was, well, I'm a kid at that time. I was 13, and my only allowance was Christmas and birthday. And well, online, Xbox Live, you had to pay for that. It was $60
Well,
a year, so you could play online games. You could get, party chat, and you can get occasional free Xbox goodies or whatever. So it was basically $60 a year to play Xbox. because like the Xbox is known for online. It was like the first console to even like bring online to like the main thing with like the microphones and shit.
So, has there ever been a time where like online was free? Like
Well,
actually free?
well, that's where things get interesting. I wish I could have been a PlayStation kid. I would have
Really?
fucking loved that. The reason people have consoles and the reason people play their consoles, if you ask someone like, "Hey, do you play Xbox or PlayStation?" It's because they chose that one when they were a kid. I
Yeah.
chose Xbox because my cousin had Xbox, and I knew people who had Xbox. If I knew people who played PlayStation, I would have got a PlayStation for Christmas. But no, Xbox. That's what people had, so I chose that.
I
Now,
love how sorry, go on.
now on the other flip side, PlayStation did not have an online system. They had an online system. It was exactly the same as Xbox 360, but you didn't have to pay. If you wanted like the Xbox Live experience, you could play for something called PlayStation Network, which was basically like you get some extra like games and some extra bonuses and shit, but like you could still talk and play games online, unlike Xbox. So like, yeah, but people still chose Xbox because like it was popular. God.
I love how like when you talk about like certain topics, like we can like categorize it like as you were either this or this when you were a kid. Like you were either an Xbox kid or you were a PlayStation kid.
And you can
You were
tell what kind of person. Like if you look at someone in the eyes, you can tell they're a PlayStation kid.
and like it's not even just like consoles too. Like you could tell like you were a Converse kid or you were a Nike kid. You
Exactly.
were a Superman kid or a Batman kid.
And I'm sure they even correlate like in tangent too, like Converse to PlayStation, Nikes to Xbox. And,
Oh
it all
yeah,
it all connects.
abs- absolutely.
Jordans, what are you playing? Fucking yourself. I don't know. Fucking Jordans. You're playing the hoops, man. You're going crazy.
Oh,
Eh,
you know what's a big one too?
loafers. You're playing the Nintendo 64. Go on.
Kids who watched SpongeBob and kids who didn't.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Especially because of their parents. Like that. Oh man. Oh man.
I
It's even more
I
apparent in this day and era. If you didn't.
yeah, it's because like SpongeBob is like so incorporated into like into meme culture that like
Just language in general, which is
yeah,
crazy.
like even if you only watch like one or two episodes of SpongeBob, you could probably understand like at least one reference that people bring up.
Exactly. You can know the yellow sponge.
Yeah,
I don't think many people are gonna know the fucking Kia Kacha quote from Plankton the episode, but like I will know
dude,
it.
dude, even the French knew who SpongeBob was. They have Bob LeBunch.
Precisely. And the ocean,
Dude,
dude. Even the ocean was such a big fan that they actually made sponges, like real.
dude, they even have SpongeBob in Iran.
No
There's no
way.
excuse. Yeah, there was a
He,
dude. There have you ever heard of SpongeBob in Iran?
no.
So like you know how if a cartoon goes overseas and like goes to like a different country, they have to get like licenses and stuff to show it in that country.
Yeah, of course.
So every once in a while, there's a country that wants a cartoon, but they don't want to deal with like the legal stuff and getting the licenses and everything.
Yeah.
And even just localizing the cartoon, like dubbing it over in the home language and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So they just don't do it legally. Like they
Oh.
did us just steal the cartoon and
Oh
make
my
their own
god.
version of it.
Yeah. Like dub wise or just like in general.
Well, see, this is where it gets interesting
Oh boy.
because usually some cartoons like they just take the episode straight up and just record over their own voice
That's
lines, and it's like really
amazing.
shitty audio.
Yeah.
So it's like an official episode of SpongeBob, but it's like being spoken in Chinese, and it's like really like horrible dubbing.
Yeah,
But
version like and shit.
there's one in specific that's called SpongeBob in Tehran. It's like a full-on movie,
Whoa, really?
and the production company that was in charge of this just made their own SpongeBob film in 3D.
Oh my god, whoa, was it good?
No,
I fucking ripped it. Yeah.
Like in amusements, or it just slipped out.
You made me laugh so hard I ripped.
So Salty TK Dan has a video on this if you're interested. But
Okay.
SpongeBob and Tehran is basically they made it in like this 3D program, but they don't know how to use the 3D program. So it's like these really horrible models of SpongeBob
Oh no.
and Patrick and Squidward and everyone. And I don't know what the language they're speaking is, but they're in Tehran and Iran, so whatever language that
Yo.
is.
Cool.
And I don't even know how to explain it. It's
Yeah.
so the plot of it is that Mr. Krabs ran out of the secret spice to make the Krabby
The
Patties.
spice melange. Yeah.
So he sends SpongeBob to go find like the original creator of the spice, I guess.
Okay.
He has to go find some guy to get the secret spice for
Gotta go
some
to Raising
reason.
Cane's. Yeah.
And he has to go to Tehran for it in Iran.
It's like the same principle as like the fucking like Spider-Man in Uganda or fucking Ghana.
No, literally. Like you're just taking a cartoon character from their fictional world and just putting them in real life New York City.
Exactly.
But like
Oh my god.
even when they get to Tehran, the plot just goes everywhere because instead of trying to find this guy, they just go around to different restaurants and eat different food from Iran.
It's a big ad.
Yeah. And like there's a subplot about Plankton going and following them to Tehran, but he disappears like halfway through the movie.
He dies.
And like the movie doesn't have like an ending.
Whoa. What do you mean?
Like it's like well obviously it has an ending, but like it's very like non-conclusive. Like it's just abrupt. It just ends. There's no resolution. I don't think they even found the guy for the secret spice at the end.
What the hell? They just decide to live happily ever and after in like, what was it, Taban?
Tehran.
Tehran.
You want to know like the best part too?
Hmm.
Are you familiar with the Windows missing media screen or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Like that red screen where it's like unsupported media is missing in all like the
Yeah.
different languages. That shows up twice in the movie
Oh
because
my god.
they accidentally deleted their own source file for the movie, so they just lost that footage.
Oh my god. It's like Toy Story, the worst ending. Toy Story 2, the fucking oh god.
Toy Story 2, but that one lady didn't have the backup copy at her home.
She forgot it. She
I
needed
wonder
to
if
clear her cookies.
I wonder if I could find like screenshots just so I
What? Like, was this thing burnt in a fire or some shit?
oh my god, this is perfect. This
Oh
is
my god. Alright, we're gonna have to put this in the episode. Hey, editor. Oh yeah. Hey guys. We actually have an editor now on the SquatchZone. Actually, we're getting up there. Our budget's actually getting a lot bigger. We got like new mics, new cups of sand. We got like new cathode ray tubes. Oh. Oh my god.
You see what I mean? They use the 3D program, but they don't know how to use it.
And I don't think any future like archaeologists will ever be able to either. Holy shit. Oh my god. That doesn't look like Taban. Holy shit.
Dude, we should watch the video after the podcast. It's the best.
Yes. Oh my god. So, in the end, if you didn't watch SpongeBob, any variant, this is what was his canon event, but it fucking like, oh my god. If you didn't watch any variant of SpongeBob in your time, we can tell. We can tell if you're a PlayStation kid, an Xbox kid, or a fucking PC kid.
But like the thing with no SpongeBob kids is like they just tell you outright that they never watch SpongeBob. Like they'll be the first ones to bring it
Yeah,
up
and
in a
they're proud of it.
conversation. Yes.
What the?
Like, oh
And they're like, it's like a brag.
my parents didn't let me watch SpongeBob because they thought it would make me stupid.
My God, it's just like, what do you think I
Like
am then? Stupid?
like
Yeah, but like, you ain't gonna talk
no,
about it.
but like if their parent thinks that one cartoon is enough to make their kids stupid, I think that says
Yeah,
more about them than the
right.
cartoon.
I I kind of had a moment like that. Like I know my family, my mom didn't like Cartoon Network for some reason. Like I don't know what on it exactly. Probably fucking Flapjack because that show was. We know what that show was.
It's probably just like one of those things where like an adult doesn't like something but they can't
Yeah,
articulate why they don't like it.
exactly. But like I remember one time I was on YouTube, and I was fucking obsessed with Lego animations back then. I just watched them to high hell. Fucking dozens of Lego. Hey, and if anyone, hey kids, in the comments right now, if you know who Johnny Thunder is from the Lego series, leave a comment below. Smack that like button, and hey, give me a kiss. And hey, but hey, I used to watch those videos so damn much. And one time, I finished watching a video, and the animation was done, and the credits started rolling. And this keeps me up till like this day, but the credits started playing, and my dad, who was across the room on the couch, jumped from the fucking couch and was like, "What are you doing? What do you live? Hey, get that off!" And he like fucking paused the video and like ushered me to my room, and I'm like, "What? What the fuck just happened?" He's like, "Son, what you're listening to, that was very, very bad." And I was like, "What?" He was like, I'm gonna have to tell your mom about this. I'm like, "What? What did I do?" And the biggest twist of all this was it was in Spanish. I don't know Spanish. I I and my dad told her, and she was like, "Oh, he must have been watching that Cartoon Network. I don't want you watching that channel anymore. You should watch Nickelodeon. Little Bill is a really good show for you. That's a really cute
Oh
show."
no! Oh no, not
I
Little
remember her saying
Bill.
that. I loved Little Bill though. There was
Ah,
there was a whole ass episode where fucking Little Bill and this little like ginger friend like walked to the bathroom for the whole episode.
I remember watching Little Bill, but I do not remember a single episode of
I
it.
don't
I
remember a
know
single
I
thing about
watched
Bill
it.
Cosby.
Yeah,
That was a jump scare.
I didn't know it was like a Bill Cosby thing
Me
either.
neither. I thought it was just a little kid. Like me. I was a kid.
Okay, which is the funnier one though? Little Bill or Fat Albert?
Well, in terms of funny or in terms of like quality.
Both, I guess.
I didn't see Fat Albert, but I think I would have liked it more.
Okay, I've seen both. In terms of like quality, like technical stuff, like obviously Little Bill
Yeah.
is because it's a modern show. Like it came out
That's a cool
way
art
after
style.
Fat Albert. But in terms of funniness, I think Fat Albert was way funnier.
Exactly, because it was just like just fucking dogging on everyone, all their friends and shit.
Yeah, well, like even in like the show, like just purely the show, like it was funny. Like the kids were funny, but like when you like start reading about like the behind the scenes and how the show was made, it just makes everything 10 times funnier.
Oh my, can you tell the audience a little bit about the lore of Fat Albert?
So it turns out that Fat Albert, like all of the kids, the characters, they're caricatures of actual people that Bill Cosby knew in real life. Like these were
I
his
love that.
actual friends that he turned into cartoon characters.
God, that's fun. If you've seen some of the characters and some of their names and shit, it's like, how do they feel about this?
But and like there were like interviews about this too, like Bill Cosby, like they would ask him like, "Oh, what do you think of this character? Or what do you think of this character?" And like he'd say good things about some of them, but like one of them he was just like, "Oh yeah." And he would say like the most like rude thing about them and then just move on like
So why
nothing
is he a character in
happened.
the show then? What the fuck?
I don't remember. We have to watch that thing back again to see which character it was. But there was like
Yeah.
a couple of characters where it was like, what the fuck?
Was it Dumb Donald? I feel like it might have been him.
It might have been him,
Especially
or
that
it was
name.
either it was him or Mushmouth.
God, yeah, it checks out. Jesus, fucking hell.
God.
I didn't know anything about Fat Albert as a kid. I knew Little Bill. The only exposure ever to Fat Albert was my friend Rock Group.
Really?
He he had a little a fucking patch in his shorts because it just had a Fat Albert on it.
Really?
It was like right on his ass.
The Fat Albert
Yeah,
patch.
just a little Fat Albert. He was like holding his hand. He was doing the Fred Jones pose.
He he was making his way out into the real world.
Exactly. He was jumping out of fucking Croc's fucking ass. My God.
I remember. Okay, so when I used to live at my nana's house, like we didn't have cable, so we just be watching like regular TV. And I remember I had a TV channel where it just played a bunch of like black movies and like black TV shows. So
Oh, cool.
like things with like black actors and
Yeah.
comedians and stuff in them. And I remember I watched like the Fat Albert Christmas special one year.
Whoa. Cool.
I don't remember anything else from that special besides the fact that there was a couple who was trying to get to the hospital because the wife was in labor,
Oh,
but their car broke down. So she gave birth in the Fat Albert clubhouse.
no, not the fucking clubhouse.
And they treated it like it was the birth of Christ.
No way.
Like they didn't like say it was like, oh, he's the second coming, but like it was a Christmas special. Like they
Yeah,
framed it
but
like
like,
the birth in the manger.
did they bring the fucking frankincense, gold, and herbs?
They might have.
Oh my God. That is nuts.
That was a wild day for me because like it was like a few days before Christmas and I was just bored, so I was like, I'll watch that channel, and it was kind of cool seeing like a bunch of like black specials focused
Yeah.
around like Christmas
Yeah.
because it was just like a lot of movies with black actors and stuff, and like the culture is really different.
Oh yeah. Christmas is awesome.
They played a lot of Richard Pryor too, like a lot of Richard Pryor movies.
Ooh.
I think the funniest one I saw was one where he was playing every single character in the movie.
Whoa. Oh.
Like he was playing like five different guys, and he was playing like an old grandma, and he had like the wig on and everything.
Yeah. That's
I
it's like
re-
it's almost like Medea, but like
yeah.
it's like he's
No,
playing Medea. He plays
but
Tyler
he's
Perry.
playing every other
Every
character.
that's fucking horrifying.
I need to find out which movie that was because
Oh my
because
God.
I think I fell asleep because they was playing like late at night. But we
Yeah.
we have to find that movie and watch it all the way through because I'm really curious about what the plot of that was.
Yeah.
Like a movie with that premise, it has to be amazing.
We gotta watch it. We've seen like what's that one? It was like that cop movie with the funny
You're gonna
cop.
have to you're gonna have to narrow that
I,
down.
oh God damn! It was something stupid. It was like fucking like it wasn't Hot Fuzz or anything. What the hell was it?
We weren't watching Starsky and Hutch, were we?
No, it was about that like one like older cop, and it was just like the gags were really stupid in it. Like at the very beginning, he was driving his car like through like every fucking known location in the planet.
Die Hard.
No, hold on, let me check our movie list.
Right. It's not the Steve Martin movie, was it?
No, not Racing Stripes. The Naked Gun.
Yeah, that's Naked Gun.
The Naked Gun. Watch that movie if you're listening. No, that's a movie.
How did you forget about Naked Gun? You're the one who wanted
I
us to
forgot
watch
the
it.
name. Okay. Oh my
you want
God.
you want to tell a story about when your film teacher was trying to show you a clip from the movie, but he showed you the wrong clip?
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So the Naked Gun is a movie. It's an older like comedy movie from the 80s. And wow, this is a very different kind of movie for the time. You can't make movies like this anymore. Because the comedy, well, it's old, it's stupid, and well, it's old. Well, the teacher was trying to find a clip for us, like, to like show like, oh, I forgot the lesson. It was like fucking like a character
Wasn't it
trope or
like
something.
wasn't it like a camera shot or something?
It was something like that, yeah, or it was like a diversion of like language or some shit. I don't know, some film crap. I'm a pro
Wait,
on
yeah,
editing.
I think it was the language thing.
Yeah, it was like a language. It was like a something. But anyways, they were talking. He was trying to find the clip, and like it just so happened the clip fell right after a scene of them. They were gonna have sex, and showing a whole college of like a whole fucking 300 classroom lecture of kids like a sex scene. That's nothing new. We're film majors. There's a whole class called Sex and Violence where you like watch the most downright disgusting movies ever. I've heard, but this was no ordinary sex scene. Without getting into too much detail, you might want to watch it for yourself. But needless to say, they're like, "Did you bring protection?" He's like, "Oh, you know it." And they get into full-bodied condoms and just start making out. Like they're like fucking giant. They're like in sleeping bags, and they
It was
just go to town in front of my entire class.
it was kind of scary to watch because they look kind of scary in like full size condoms.
Exactly, and it's also that mindset of like suffocation. Like I hope they can breathe in those things because like goddamn. It was a really weird scene. Seeing it in the middle of a class, that was kind of life changing. Like
Life changing.
I had to really look at myself and be like, "Wow, maybe
You had
that.
to you had to like reconsider your life choices and
Wow,
everything that led you up to that path.
I really need to. I need a moment to think about this." Fucking what's that Gandhi quote?
Be the change you wish to see in the
No, not
world.
the from Clone High.
Oh, I need a minute to think about this.
Exactly.
Well,
But yeah, that was a
I think
moment.
you. Why did I think you were asking for an actual quote from Mahatma Gandhi?
Fuck, Sophia.
You said it with such incredul. You said it with such like surprise too. Like I should be thinking of
Yeah,
Gandhi from Clone High first. From
you've been
aside
sending
from,
me those memes every day.
but you caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting you to bring him up at IRL.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I'm not gonna lie. I was scrolling through my YouTube recommendations when you asked what's the quote from Gandhi, and I just said the first one that came to mind.
Oh my god. Very funny.
I miss him.
I miss him. He's still in the freezer.
They're never gonna let him out, are they?
They said if they get a season 4, which I hate to say it, I don't think it's gonna make it this long.
You don't think you don't think it's gonna make it?
I heard the show is really mid.
The reboot.
Then yeah, like I want to give it a look, but like if anyone hasn't seen Clone High, the show had a very very weird humor. It was very 2003, and it was
It's
fun.
it's another one of those shows where like I don't think they could have made it in this like day and age.
Exactly. Like, and
Didn't
they
they?
brought the characters to like the 2023 and the show too, and it's like,
Didn't they say the R word in the original Clone High?
yeah,
I swear I think they did.
I think they did too. Like the show like did a lot of shit. Like there was just a scene like where fucking like uh Gandhi and like fucking Abraham like they just looked at each other in the middle of like a crowd and they just started making out. Like did some fucking awesome shit, but like also some like not so awesome shit like saying the R word. So like
Okay, so aside from the I need a minute to think about this Gandhi meme, what do you think is the biggest meme that came from Clone High? The original.
oh the fucking nothing bad if it happens to the candies.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that's the
That's the
biggest one.
quote. And like the sad thing is, no one's talked about like JFK from the new show, and mainly because
Really?
I've heard he has the voice, but he's just the voice actor's just speaking with his tone. Like he's not really the whole joke of JFK was that like his voice, he like said everything in a very strange mannerism. The mannerism's gone, just the voice is there.
Look, he's just doing a JFK impression.
Basically, yeah. He's like, "Oh, I am JFK. I'm gonna be going on I'm gonna get canceled on Twitter."
I can't even imagine how it would be to tackle that role because, like, yeah, you're trying to copy like a famous president, but like you have to like get the personality right because he's not the exact same as the original JFK.
Exactly. Like, and they even delved into it, like in the original show. Like he says, like he has like a fucking like a system for like what he says, like for what supper I want a party platter. Like there's a system to his fucking like language and shit. But like I haven't seen the new season. I cannot vouch.
Like it's like an animation where like you have like your reference sheets to keep your character on model. It's probably the same with voice acting. Like there's
Oh
different
yeah,
like language landmarks and stuff that you have to keep in mind.
exactly. So like I gotta watch the new season. I I don't really want to watch it. Not gonna lie.
I kind of want to. Is it what? Didn't they put Rosa Parks in it?
They put Rosa Parks. They put
Confucius.
Confucius. He looks fun. And the one I'm probably honestly the most excited for is Toffer. Fucking, fucking Christopher. I already forgot his last name.
Who's who?
Who's the guy who, not Christopher Nolan, the guy who fucking conquered America. Well, he thought he did. Christopher Columbus.
Columbus.
Yes. He's in the show.
I'm most curious about Frida Kahlo.
I haven't heard anything about it, but I heard they don't like their designs, but I heard they're all right.
What was? Remember when we first saw the trailer for the reboot, and I came
Yeah.
up with like a fan theory of what Christopher Columbus's thing was gonna be, like what
What was it?
his backstory was.
Yeah, what was it again?
Like I I don't remember what we saw that made me think of this, but like my theory was that Christopher Columbus, like he was previously at a different school, but like he said or did
Oh,
something that got him canceled, so he had to
yeah.
transfer to Clone High with like a completely different name
I
and
think that's what's
everything.
going on in it from what I've heard. Like his whole thing is
Really?
him just painfully not trying to get canceled. Like that's why he goes by Toffer.
Yeah, I think that might have been it. Him going by a different name. Like for some reason that set off alarm bells. Like, oh, he's trying
Yeah.
to hide something.
Like I know I've heard he's just carrying the show. Like honestly, like that's how JFK was in the first season of Clone High. Cause like I don't like Abe. I really don't like Abe in the fucking first season. I
Hey,
just
it's been a long time since I watched the first season. I can't remember what Abe did.
his whole fucking character was the oblivious guy who was like trying to do things right the whole time, and like you know Joan of Arc had a mad crush on him, and he was just like so oblivious to it, and it just made me fucking cringe every time. Like he was very funny, but like JFK was like you know the backbone of that show, and Gandhi, him and Gandhi were. It's just like, and it sounds like fucking Topper's really fucking taking up that role for like Gandhi, which
Okay,
is bizarre.
since they have Confucius in the show, does that make him the oldest character?
Oh shit, maybe.
Because
Yeah.
like I was so surprised when they said that Confucius was a character because like that dude's fucking old.
He's like ancient. Well, no, Genghis Khan is in the show too.
Wait, is Genghis Khan in there?
Yeah, he's been in the show since like season one.
I don't remember him
Yeah,
being in the
he's
show.
a. Hold on, let me try and send a photo of him real quick. Genghis Khan, Clone High.
Let me
Yeah,
see
no,
when.
he was in the show.
Let me see. Let me compare these time eras.
He does not look like how you'd expect. He's this guy.
Wait, I remember him.
Yeah,
I remember him.
he was. I fucking loved him. He was very funny. He was the one who flipped the pool.
Oh wait, yeah.
They flipped the bitch. Did you
Oh
see
my.
them? They quite literally flipped the pool. They flipped the bitch.
Who didn't the principal say that?
Yeah.
I love the principal so much. I don't care
I
what
heard
anyone says.
he's really good in the new season too. Like he's like him and like fucking and Top are like really good from what I've heard.
Oh my!
No, I
I
love the
love.
principal. He was really
I
funny.
think I think that was my favorite moment of the principals in the original when he went, "They flipped the bitch."
Like he was so proud of him.
Yes.
He was like, they're my kids.
His voice is really good too. He has major Mr. Crocker energy.
Exactly, like better. He's that like
more
evil kind of persona.
more tolerable Mr. Crocker.
Yeah, like no, Mr. Crocker was really fun at like the very beginning of Timmy Turner. Like
Yeah.
fucking but shut the fuck, don't laugh. You don't get permission to laugh.
I'm the one who pointed it out. I'm the one who gets to laugh.
Ah. Okay,
So, for anyone who doesn't know, Steven refuses to call the show by its actual name. He instead refers to it as Timmy Turner.
because that's what it is. Oh man, you watch that new episode of Timmy Turner?
Dude, it's not like Jimmy Neutron where his name is in the title.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the Fairly Odd Parents, because for half my life I thought it was called the Fairy Godparents.
Me too.
So I'm just gonna call it how it is.
It's like how you refuse to spell Bunyan the correct way.
I'm just gonna fucking say you're supposed to spell it how it is. Bun-yan.
Like Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, no, not fucking Boinyan.
Bunion.
God, I'm already fucking like chewing right now. I'm fucking screaming.
Cope scene.
Clone High. It was a show, and the thing that keeps me up till this day, it's made by the same people who made Spider-Verse.
No.
Yeah,
No.
the two directors made that show.
I I refuse to no.
I'm gonna
believe
show you something.
I refuse to believe this.
I'm gonna show you something, and it's gonna prove to you. It's gonna blow your minds, fucking Sophia. Get ready for this. I'm gonna have to edit this in right now.
Oh no. No!
Yes, that was in the
No!
movie.
No!
Yes, it was in the movie. Look right behind Gwen Stacy's ass. They've wanted this show to come back for fucking ever, and they blew it.
What does it say? Clone College?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Ugh.
I know, right?
Speaking of Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
spoilers by the way for anyone who still hasn't seen it.
Yeah, kids.
Did you know there's multiple versions of the movie in theaters?
What?
The editor of Across the Spider-Verse confirmed that there's multiple versions of Across the Spider-Verse in movie theaters.
No. What's the differences?
There's they're like really minor differences. The biggest one that I remember is you remember spoilers again for anyone who still hasn't seen the movie.
Yeah.
You remember at the beginning when Miguel is fighting the vulture and he asks Lila to call for backup?
Yeah.
So in our version that we saw, she goes to give him a fist bump after she says she's already called for backup.
Yeah.
But in other versions, she takes a selfie with Miguel with a bunny filter on.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah,
No,
so
that's the one we saw. We saw the bunny filter one.
we saw the fist bump one, didn't we?
No, we saw the bunny filter one.
I thought we saw the fist bump one.
Yeah, no, that's what we saw. And he was like,
And there's like
I didn't see
different
a
ones.
fist bump.
There's like other minor differences too, like the characters saying different things, like the chai tea scene.
Yeah.
Like Miles says like, "Oh, I'm sorry," but in other versions he says something different. He doesn't apologize for saying chai tea.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why? Is this supposed to be like replicating the multiverse or what? What's the point? That's crazy.
They're not explaining why there's differences, but I'm assuming that's why. A movie centered around the multiverse, it was so cool to have minor differences like that.
You can rewatch it.
It makes you feel
It's like
it makes
Clue.
makes you feel like you're going crazy.
Exactly.
The movie is gaslighting you.
to making you think Clone College was real. Oh my god.
But like, I'm really curious about how that's gonna work when the movie goes onto streaming services.
Yeah, which version are we gonna get? Which version of fucking Total Recall? No, not Total Recall. Demolition Man are we gonna get?
Someone said, "What if it just randomizes every time you play?"
Oh my god, that'd be cool. Oh my god. Can we talk about like separate movie differences, such as in Demolition Man? I don't know if we talked about this yet, but I'm gonna bring it up again.
We probably did.
But I want to bring it up just for the sake of it. Demolition Man is a movie starring Sylvester Stallone and fucking oh god, I already forgot his last name. Wesley Snipes. It is a very, very wild fucking like sci-fi movie, and one of the big fucking like the whole point of the movie is basically showing that the future is really weird. It's a really strange future.
The future is kind of fucked up in that
It's
movie.
it's too real sometimes too. But like one of the main things is that every fast food chain, every restaurant chain, all merged into one in the quote unquote fucking food wars, the restaurant wars, and only one remained on top as the sole provider of all like main like fast food restaurant food. It was Taco Bell, and that it was crazy because like you hear them like he'd be like fucking Taco Bell. What? The prime minister just asked if I want to go to Taco Bell for saving his life, and they go there and it's like the fucking Ritz.
Oh yeah, because they're like the king of like all restaurants. All restaurants are Taco Bell. Doesn't matter if it's fast food or a fancy restaurant, 5-star Michelin level. It's
Yeah,
all Taco Bell.
it's all Taco Bell. But it depends on which version you watch. Because for some reason, I don't know exactly what happened. Some kind of like either like licensing issue. Because in some versions, it's Pizza Hut.
Wasn't it like a sponsorship deal that like expired or something? Like right when the movie came out?
Yeah, I think it was that. And like you can clearly hear them really crappily dubbing over it, and like all the logos and shit like are kind of like fucking CG'd over. It's like really fucking weird.
So which was the original at first?
I think it was Taco Bell. No, it was Pizza Hut.
Like you can see it too, like in the initial scene where they ask him out to dinner, like you can like just by looking at their lips, it's not matching at all to what they're
And they
saying
sound
in the
really
dub.
weird too. They got like a different voice actor. Like, hey, do you want to go to Taco Bell? It's like what?
It's like the worst ADR ever.
It's like what the fuck did you just call me? Oh my god, yeah, but that is something I noticed. And oh my
What was
god,
which version of the movie did we see? I think we got the ADR version where they dubbed
I
it
I
over.
think so because we noticed it like instantly. We're like, what the fuck?
Didn't you find this out before we watched the movie too?
I think so.
Isn't that the whole reason we watched the movie? Because you showed me the clip before, I think.
I remember. No, I think I just like brought up like how the future was like really weird, and we watched and was like, what the hell was that? And right after the movie, I bought a VHS tape because I collect those, and I got the original. I got the Pizza Hut cut. Oh, yo, what copy of Spider-Verse you got? Oh, I got the Pizza Hut cut. God, bizarre.
I can't wait until Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out.
Dude, same. Whatever fucking year that's gonna come out in.
It's probably going to be like 2026.
I'd say so, or like I say like late 2024.
It is not coming out within a year.
Oh yeah, it's 2023. Shit.
Yeah, it's going to be at least like 3 years probably.
I gave it like late 2025.
I gave it 2026.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because apparently, like, the working conditions were insane, especially just for
Oh.
Hobie's animation.
Why Hobies?
Because he constantly changes. He doesn't believe in consistency.
Oh, that's why it looks like that.
I'm pretty sure, like, his character they spent the most time on because they had to figure, like, because that isn't procedurally generated. Like, they had to, like,
Oh,
go in and, like, manually do that. They had to
what?
manually change his appearance every time.
That's fucking crazy.
I
What?
I don't
Yeah.
since well, like I don't know if like the technology's gotten easier since it's advanced, but like yeah, I hope he took the most time to animate because he doesn't believe in consistency.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well,
He is my favorite fucking Spider-Man in that movie. So like,
appar-
kudos.
apparently the sequel got the Kill Bill treatment because
Oh man.
originally it was going to be just one like whole movie,
Oh
but
shit.
it was too long, so they split it into two separate movies.
Oh my god. Then Quentin Tarantino did some naughty shit, and they had to cancel the third one.
So I'm wondering like how much work do they have done on Beyond the Spider-Verse right now?
I I bet like 1/3.
I'd say like a fifth.
Oh god. Yeah.
Because like it depends on when in production they decided to make the split to two movies.
And like, if they made it like a clean split, or just like, are they like just salvaging clips?
Yeah.
Because like that's a big deal too. God. That the fucking craziest thing from that thing I came out is that Lego scene was like animated by a fucking YouTuber I watch.
By a 14-year-old.
I didn't even know he was 14. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so fucking right on. Like that guy, I remember watching his video. I was like, man, this guy needs more subscribers. He has like 30,000. Oh man, the whole fucking world saw his shit. That's amazing.
Ugh,
I was like,
I love.
the mouth movement is like strangely like his. I was like, no, that's fucking crazy. No, that's like that because it's all made in Blender. That's Blender animated,
Yeah.
and it's like shit. That's amazing.
I love how Lego Spider-Man is like isn't like isn't that the only Spider-Man that Miguel actually compliments in the
I think so.
entire
He's like, yeah, you're the
movie?
best.
Yeah, you're one of our best.
I love that. That's cute.
Have you been seeing all the fan art of Miguel and Lego Spider-Man?
No,
It is so fucking funny.
that's adorable.
But like it's like a cross between Lego Spider-Man is Miguel's best friend and the other half is like oh he fucks the Lego piece.
Oh no, he steps on him.
No, more than that.
Oh, I want
Like
to know like the scale.
it makes you question how it works.
Oh. Well, okay, so fucking the spot was like shown for his scale, that he was absolutely massive, and that the Legos are actually Lego scale. So is
Yeah.
Lego Spider-Man the fucking tiniest one?
Yes. Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
right next to fucking plush Spider-Man.
I think plush Spider-Man is bigger than him.
Yeah, he's just a plush size.
Like they probably put Lego Spider-Man in a scene and we just didn't notice him because he was too small.
Oh my god, yeah, he was like that little
Dude,
dot.
dude, if you like get like the right size dog, it could swallow Lego Spider-Man whole.
Dude, I fucking dude, dogs love Legos.
Dude, you don't have to tell me. My dogs
No
eat my
way.
brother's Legos all the time.
What?
They think that the way they attack it, you'd think it was a delicacy.
It's like, ooh, fucking Kobe beef with a side of a what's that charred? What's that like onion like dry rub?
I don't understand it.
Good.
It's like the innate sense of a dog to know when there's a Lego piece nearby, and they
Exactly,
try to swallow it.
it's fucking crazy. Like I remember my neighbor, my grandma's neighbor. His name is Jacob. That guy was kind of a rat bastard, but like he had a lot of cool Legos from his uncle, like a lot of vintage Legos too. And like when you grew up like in 2000, like the early 2000s, like seeing vintage Legos compared to your new ones, like that was like fucking crazy. I was like, what the fuck? There was a time before my time. What? Time existed before me? What? Anyways, he had Legos, and I have a slight fear of dogs, mainly because of that kid. He had these giant fucking. I don't even know what they were. Basically hellhounds, and
Was it? It was probably Dobermans.
probably they were brown, and they slobbered everywhere. And every time I went over to his house, we'd play with Legos. I'd bring my own. He'd have his. I'd walk into the house, and he'd have to restrain his dog. Like he'd literally have to hold him back, like a fucking freight train, while I had to run to his bedroom, like
Did did
lock
it,
the
did
door
they
behind
have
him.
did they have pointy ears?
Maybe.
Did they have tails?
Yeah.
It might have been Doberman.
Yeah, it might have been that. But dude, that dog, I would fucking run to the hallway, lock myself in the room, and that dog would fucking like run down the hallway, slam headfirst into the fucking door, and just like gnaw on the door. Like,
My
what
cousins
the
had,
fuck?
yeah, I don't know what it is with those dogs. My cousins had one too, and whenever I wanted to get into the house, they would have to hold the dog back with a broom.
That's terrifying. What the fuck? Is it just because they
I,
act like that, or is it just because horrible raising?
yeah, I don't. I think these people just don't train their dogs.
Yeah, because that shit was terrifying. And like I remember we were in his backyard. I was terrified to even leave his room. We were out there, and the dog was like trying to climb up the jungle gym like he had out there, and like I think him or like me like dropped one of his Legos, and he just fucking like mauled that shit. Like that Lego, like, and he spat it out, and it had like a bunch of holes in it and shit. It's like, oh, my Lego. Terror. But yeah, they do love those Legos.
I don't I don't understand it, and it gets more confusing when, because like dogs are smart, like they know what's food and what's not. Why
Exactly.
insist on eating the Legos?
Can they taste the Denmark? What is it?
Like, I'll open up a bag of chips and they immediately know that's food. I go to their food bag and they know that's food. Why do they think that the box of Legos is for them?
What's their favorite color? Red 40 or Lego yellow? Enter your answer now.
Probably the red 40 if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
Like, you could probably give a dog the Spider-Verse burger and they would devour that shit.
they devour and like they go crazy and shit.
Did you get the Spider-Verse burger?
I never did. I tried the Grimace Shake though.
I desperately wanted to try the Spider-Verse burger. I hadn't even seen the movie yet. I was just so curious.
I should have tried that honestly. Like I know it would have like a red shit or like a brown
It,
shit or something.
I can't even taste Red 40. It wouldn't have phased me.
Dude, I don't have ADHD. I have OCD. But fucking my god, no. Yeah, I don't think it would have affected. It probably would just hit like a fucking mediocre Burger King burger.
Do you
But
remember the black Burger King burger?
oh, I wanted to try that, but I couldn't eat sesame at the time.
I think I tried it, but I don't remember.
I tried their green ketchup though.
I
It
never
was
tried the green ketchup.
it was green and that's it.
Okay, do you experienced more things as a kid than I did, especially in the early 2000s?
Mhm.
Did you ever try that weird ketchup that they sold in grocery stores that
I
was
would have
different
killed
colors?
too. No, I didn't get the fucking like the crazy squirters or whatever.
It was like Easy Something or
Yeah,
whatever it
easy
was called.
squirt or some shit like wacky gun something.
Dude, I didn't even know that existed until like recently.
Yeah, like a YouTube video showed you. Like, dude, same here.
Like, because like I watch a lot of like early 2000s compilations or like nostalgia stuff, especially on social media.
Yeah,
That's how I find out about a lot of stuff that I should have known about when I was a kid.
exactly. But it just somehow slipped through our gaps.
Yeah. Like
If you weren't watching the right TV channel, you didn't know about it.
like the big thing with me is that for some reason I didn't go into McDonald's a lot in the early 2000s, so like I never experienced like the kids play place that had like the GameCube stations
Oh
or
my
like the
god,
stools that
yeah.
are shaped like hamburgers.
Yes, those were cool, but they were like not at every one too. You had to kind
Yeah.
of go to the shadier ones.
Maybe it was just where I live. Maybe they just didn't have that.
Yeah, it depended on which ones you went to, because like half the time they're all blown out. Like so, if you ever did see one, it's like Luigi's Mansion. Where's the thumbstick? It's
I
like,
do remember going into the stores and seeing the console displays though.
oh, that's awesome. I barely remember that. I remember getting like a DS game or two, but I was more obsessed with the toy section at the time.
You
Like
know
the
what I remember the most?
huh,
The neon lights in Target.
my God,
That felt
yes.
like that felt like home.
My one of my locations I will go to, it still has just a few left.
Do they still work or are they
Yeah,
off?
yeah, they're like right above like the back room or something, like right next to like the CVS they have. They're
Every
just like two squiggles.
every time I see a photo of those neon lights, I can smell the popcorn.
Popcorn. Oh, I wish they still had those.
Like I'll catch like a whiff of it in my imagination and I'll crave the Target popcorn.
So good.
It's crazy too cuz I have a memory of going with my aunts and my cousin to Target and getting like a bag of popcorn and it doesn't feel a like a faraway memory. It feels like a couple years ago that we got
Yeah.
popcorn from Target.
Like the popcorn is immortal. It like it's the same. It's so consistent that like just it travels with you. And it's
Yeah,
always yellow.
I have to ask my aunt if she remembers when we went when we got that cuz it was definitely after like 2015.
Nice. It
And
was
it
some
was
time ago,
like
but like still.
and it was a Target like in the city too. Like those are usually the first to get like store renovations, but it
Right.
still had that popcorn machine.
Interesting. The one I go to sometimes by my campus, it's just like it
That's
still
the
has it.
one. That's the
Really?
one. Yeah.
It still has it. I
It's
smell it
still
when I go
there.
in. Yeah, no, I usually get like a Pizza Hut.
It's the
Like
one with the Starbucks like right next to the entrance too, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
one of
the
those
one I
blessed ones that has a Starbucks and a fucking Pizza Hut.
yeah.
I will say the pizza is it's good, but like it could be better.
I mean, it's Pizza Hut.
Well, no, like there's like another one that has a Pizza Hut. It's by my house. And the Pizza Hut. Oh, the pizza's like quadruple the size, twice as tasty, and the same price as the other one. I'm like, what? No, it is not a physical Pizza Hut. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's basically just a rack, like a fucking like a rack on the wall, like it's a big shelf, and it just has Pizza Hut food on it. Like, and like a mystery hand comes out of the wall and just like places it there.
So like Little Caesars but more dystopian.
Kind of. It's just like a vending machine almost.
The pizza vending machine.
Dude, dead ass. Like there's just like a door right next to like this like big shelf, and it's like okay, they just kind of respawn there.
It's like the cake vending machines in Las Vegas.
Exactly. Oh man, I want some fucking popcorn.
We'll make our own
Oh man. Well, Vegas
with
is
your
right down the road. You want to walk to it?
with your broken microwave.
Hey, that's not a microwave. That's actually a CRT right next to me.
No, in your kitchen,
Oh.
like your actual microwave.
It's still kind. It doesn't spin. It's
Steven, it's like it's like one bad day away from like making its own H bomb.
and that's all it's gonna take for us to buy a new microwave. The other toaster in our house had to catch fucking like it's smoke basically for us to get a new one after like 100 years.
Bro, we have like an extra toaster oven. Do you want it?
We wanna. No one wants to get a new microwave, but like the
Okay,
food tastes like shit when we put it in there because it
okay,
doesn't spin.
okay. I understand that because the communal microwave in our own kitchen at my house broke too, and no
Oh,
one wants to replace it.
exactly. It's just like it's a micro. You gotta have that
But like, you know the best thing?
Hmm.
I have a microwave.
in your room.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And
And
like
that's all yours.
I told them too, like, cause I got it like right before our microwave broke, and I asked, do you want me to just move it out into the kitchen? But my parents were like, no, no, you need your own microwave.
You got good parents.
So I just have a microwave in here, and the rest of
And
them don't.
you know what you need to get with that microwave? You need a mini fridge.
That's they made jokes about that.
That's like the next logical step. Dude, my cousin had a mini fridge, and what did he put in? 3 bottles of Coke, a can of Ready Whip, and like a fucking like, cup of ice cream. And
Wait,
he forgot about it for 10 years.
oh god,
And
it's like it's like the fridge in Cowboy Bebop.
dude, I'm dead serious because when he was moving out to his house, he was like, "Oh yeah, let's move my mini fridge." First off, it was full of water.
Ew.
And black mold!
Oh god.
And the drinks were like fucking ancient. Like they had he had Coca-Cola bottles that were round, like the special holiday ones that they don't even make.
I'm surprised they didn't explode.
Dude, I know, right? And a fucking Ready Whip. You know where that fucking mini fridge is?
Huh.
It's in my garage.
Dude, there's a monster in there.
We cleaned out the moss and shit from it, but like
Moss.
we cleaned the moss and shit out of it, but like it still haunts me. It doesn't work as well, but like we put a water bottle or two in it, like just for extras, I guess. Oh my god.
If I had the room for it, I would probably think about getting a mini fridge. But I'm still in the process of cleaning my room, so maybe once I have downsized a little bit, it might be a possibility.
Exactly. It's just like when you live in your room and you have your entire life built like into your room, like all these shits are like different memories just surrounding me. I'm like, I like that. That's cool. I feel like a little wizard. But it's also like I wish I had like 2 rooms. Yeah.
A little. Why was that the descriptor you used?
What?
Why was that?
What, wizard?
A little wizard specifically.
I'm little. Like a little wizard, yeah, with my fucking 5 CRT TVs in my room that glow at night. I'm dead serious. They glow when I turn off the lights. It's terrifying. But yeah, no, it's just like I have to fucking make sure I'm using my space so fucking accordingly. Like I could really just use like another room. Hey, we're looking at you.
You know what's better than 1 room? 2 rooms.
2 rooms, 1 for your bed and 1 for your stuff. Yeah, we're talking about you.
Well, why stop?
Good for you.
Why stop there? Why not 3 rooms?
Well, folks. Wait, holy shit! Do you see that? Is
What is that?
an LG smart fridge in the microwave truck coming our way?
No.
Right, Sophia, all right. This is Operation B. Hurry, all right. Operation MC. All right. Get the tire tracks. Get the tire poppers out. We stole them from the police down the street. Roll them out. Hurry.
I'm going.
All right, roll them out. All right, we're gonna fucking pop this motherfucker off the road. We're gonna get as many shit as we can. Are you ready? Here it comes. Let's go.